Good evening, I'm Paige Carlson, your virtual event MC and member of Alexandra House Board of Directors. So tonight, I welcome you to the Alexandra House first ever virtual Hope Gala. You know, it was about 2 to 3 weeks ago that everything surrounding COVID-19 started to rapidly change and evolve, and the staff and board had to make a very difficult decision about holding the Hope Gala. We had to consider the size of the event, the ability to practice social distancing, and the approximate timeline or lack thereof for the virus. But instead of postponing or canceling, we decided to charge ahead. We made a significant pivot and decided to try something new. So I want to thank everyone out there for coming along with us on this unexpected journey. We know there are dozens or more small group watch parties tonight, practicing social distancing, of course. We hope you enjoy the evening. We want to sincerely thank each of you and ask you to take pictures of your group and your gala finery in your cozy jammies with your choice of beverage, and then share it with us on Facebook or Instagram. Make sure your profiles are set to public using the hashtag HopeGala2020 and hashtag VirtualGala. We'd like to take a moment to recognize Connexus Energy, our presenting sponsor. They've been so supportive of Alexandra House throughout the years, and when we reached out to them about moving to a virtual gala, they were 100% behind us. So thank you, Connexus Energy. Also, a huge thank you to all of the sponsors who have continued to support us as we've moved the event to a virtual gala, and of course, supporting the mission of Alexandra House. Since 1977, Alexandra House has served as an ally, a resource, and a refuge for survivors of domestic, sexual, relationship violence, and abuse later in life, also providing 24-hour emergency shelter support groups, housing and supportive services, food shelves, and basic needs assistance. Also legal advocacy, legal assistance, youth services programs, community education, and of course, professional training. I think it's important to point out that while addressing the needs of domestic and sexual violence survivors, we're also addressing the interconnected issues experienced by survivors, including living below the poverty lines and homelessness. We help survivors access basic needs while providing life-saving programs, ensuring our clients achieve safe and healthy lives. The services and advocacy of Alexandra House provides to our clients and the greater community are so desperately needed, and in order to combat the prevalence of violence. So I'm asking you to please help us tonight and continue to help us provide shelter and support for the individuals and families fleeing violence in their lives, and know that when we act together for the common good, for that with our neighbors, we can really make a difference. So for the 4th year in a row, I am more than excited to introduce tonight Stacy McKernan. She's back with her shiny microphone, and just like myself, Stacy is in uncharted waters. It's her first time hosting and being part of a virtual gala, so welcome back, Stacy. Couldn't be more thrilled to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Paige. I'm thrilled to be back at the Hope Gala and with all of you here tonight. And living in Anoka County myself, I know just how important Alexandra House is to our community. And we know that this is a challenging time in all of our lives right now, and we are so appreciative to have each and every one of you joining us here tonight.
Stacy, we have quite a few fun-filled activities planned for the night. Why don't you tell us about some of them?
We sure do, Paige. You know, it may be a virtual gala, but we're still going to have some of the same fun that we have when we're together. And tonight, we are going to hear from some of the individuals who have benefited from Alexandra House's services. We're going to be talking about our 7 signature live auction packages, and we do have some amazing packages for you to bid on until 8:00 p.m. tonight. Also, Connie Moore, Alexandra House's Executive Director, will be talking about the work of Alexandra House and the importance of making a fund-a-need gift. Lastly, we will be drawing the winner of the Luxury Dream Vacation Package.
Thank you, Stacy. That sounds like a very fun-filled event. I do want to remind everyone that both our silent and live auction are open, but will be closing at 8 p.m. tonight. I want to share a tip for our audience members. I recommend having 2 screens going, maybe a computer screen and your mobile phone tablet. This way, it will allow you to watch the program and bid on packages all at the same time. You can also use mobile bidding and just go under the winning tab under My Bids to see which items you're currently winning. And you'll receive a text or an email alert if you've been outbid. So bid high and bit often.
It doesn't start out right away, and it was slow, and it was things that I had never considered abusive. It wasn't until I was pregnant with my oldest that I guess it became physical. He threw something at me, and then it wasn't long after that, the first time that he hit me.
The abuse started as verbal abuse, and then gradually over time, within months, went from throwing things to broomsticks, belts, and metal hangers.
Quickly you go from unbearable to apologies, and it's not gonna happen again. And after a while, it almost goes from the unbearable moments to crazy making. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't do this. If you didn't act like this, I wouldn't have to do this. So you start to believe that it's you.
To be stripped of everything and to be used and abused for so many years, it just really takes an emotional toll.
Before my relationship, I was a strong woman. I had to go through a lot in my childhood, but I knew I was strong. But during that relationship, a lot of that changed in my own self-confidence and not believing in myself.
My abuser had beat me badly, physically, verbally. I thought I was gonna die, and I just knew I had to leave. But he had beaten me down so bad, I was so scared. And he led me to believe that I had nobody. He had wiped out my family, my friends, and I just didn't have anywhere to go.
To be resilient, you need a team, not just one person. It was an entire team. I needed a village to heal, and that's what Alexandra House offered.
The other thing that I always show all my clients is the power and control wheel.
In the work that we're doing with our clients, we do want to meet self-sustainability goals. Oftentimes we're working on getting safe and affordable housing, finding work, providing child care, resources. But even more than that, we really want to help empower the person to know what's best for them, kind of steer their life again in creating the dreams that they felt like they lost.
Alexandra House helped tremendously get me back on my feet. They helped me get into the apartment by having a meeting at the leasing office. They helped me pay half my rent for 6 months. They helped me get gas cards to get to work and the kids' school.
Having to go get order of protection, having a reliable vehicle, and just having basic needs that the kids and I needed, food, shelter, clothing, because we had left everything behind.
I owned my own home. I couldn't make that payment because when you kick your abuser out, you lose half your income. The Alexandra House offered really the aftercare that isn't offered anywhere else.
I was able to get some legal help through the court system. I got a lawyer to represent me through Alex House. Once I was enrolled into college, they hooked me up with WISP, which is a Women's Independent Scholarship Program.
The WISP scholarship doesn't only help with schooling expenses like tuition, it also has the ability that you can utilize the funding for living expenses to be able to work part-time, focus on school full-time, and then be able to have funding to help pay my rent or get some groceries.
My advocate, Jen, from the Alexandra House, meant more to me than I can find words for. She supported me and she guided me. She didn't judge me. She pushed me.
My confidence in myself and my abilities were slowly getting stronger. I felt comfortable and I felt safe with Alex House, and I felt a huge weight off my shoulder. I just felt like I could fly.
Everybody's story is different. Everybody's growth is different. But some of the most rewarding times are when I meet with a client and they've just told me, well, I did this and I did that and I made these phone calls and found this connection. And I'm able to say, you did it, you're doing the work. And the shock and surprise at their own accomplishment sometimes. It again just reaffirms, listen to the truth of who you are. You can do this. You've just been told for so long that you can't. So to tune down the lies and turn up the volume of that confidence and that empowerment again.
Without the support, advocacy, and education that the Alexandra House gave me, I do not believe that I would be here right now. I don't know if I would be here at all. There was times that they spoke life into me when there was nothing left.
Without Alexandra House, I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at today. Today, after 4 years of working my butt off full time, keeping up with my 2 kids on my own, I am graduating with my bachelor's degree as an early childhood educator.
Since leaving the Alexandra House, a lot has changed in my life. I've gone from my LPN and associate's degree all the way up to a BSN in nursing, and my family has also purchased our first home. For so many years as a single mother, my kids have always had to share a room. So the highlight of buying the home was that they got their very own bedrooms.
This is a problem that everybody experiences in all different cultures, in all different neighborhoods. It doesn't matter where you live or how much money you make or don't make. And without places like the Alexandra House, I hate to think of what that would look like. Because I know that if my mom would have had services and access to a place like the Alexandra House, maybe my entire life would have been different, and so would have hers. I went from needing services and needing to heal to now being able to help people, which when I look back on that, that's a huge transformation. And I changed the course of where we were heading and that generational cycle.
Wow, what a powerful video. It's always difficult to hear survivor stories, to hear the struggles they face in the aftermath of an assault, to understand the life's altering impacts that has had on their lives and to continue to have. It is chilling to hear the stories over and over of survivors escaping abuse. And it's also disheartening to learn about the multiple barriers that victims must overcome, from emotional, legal, financial, to everything in between. For the individuals and the families who have experienced violence and are on the road to rebuilding their lives, these obstacles can sometimes feel very insurmountable, which is why Alexandra House is such a vital, important resource in our community and is so critical to assisting someone on their journey toward healing. We are all here tonight because we recognize the need to support the vital services that Alexandra House provides. We're going to give everyone watching tonight the opportunity to be part of the village that Christina talked about. One of the ways that can happen is by bidding on our signature live auction packages. So Stacy, what do you say? Let's get this live auction going.
Thank you, Paige. You know, normally I would be telling the audience how to bid by using their bid cards. But I have to say that tonight, I hope you have your bidding fingers limber and ready to go, because you are going to be bidding online. So this is going to be so much fun here tonight as you place your bids online. Now, there are 3 rules. First, have fun with us. Cheer us on using the comments in either Facebook or YouTube. Alexandra House staff members are standing by to chat back with you. Paige and I are going to be talking about each live auction package, items number 1 through 7. And there may be a bit of a delayed response, so while you are bidding, make sure to refresh your screens often and watch your mobile phone or email for a message if you've been outbid. Lastly, bid often and bid generously. Paige, why don't you give us the description for our first live auction package?
Absolutely. Super excited about package number 1. It's tasting of South African wines. The wines of South Africa are unknown to many people. South African natives and owners of Z Wines, Roy and Diane, will assist you in hosting your wine tasting event privately in your home. They will bring you a sampling of the unique estate-produced wines from the land of their birth. They will provide the wines, wine tasting glasses, and will bring the knowledge and passion for South African wines for you and up to 10 guests. The package also includes a gift certificate for a charcuterie plate, which serves up to 14, provided by Bill and Chris Thompson, ensuring your evening will be effortless. Donated by Z Wines from Roy and Diane and Bill and Chris Thompson. Take it away.
Thank you, Paige. Folks, we need to save water and drink wine. And this is a great package, and it has been very popular at our previous Hope Galas. And Z Wines and Chris and Bill Thompson are incredibly generous donators that have donated the wine we serve complimentary to Hope Gala guests. And Roy and Diane are sure to make this a night to remember for you and 9 guests. And all the details will be taken care of for you to sit back, relax, and sip wine. And this package has typically sold at our live auction for $2,500 to $3,000. So let me assure you, it is worth every penny. Paige, what do we have for live auction package number 2?
Package number 2 is an awesome Rum River guided fishing trip. You and a friend will enjoy an amazing half-day guided fishing trip. It'll be of your dreams. The Rum River in Ramsey offers some of the finest smallmouth bass fishing in Minnesota, and I can speak because I've caught some myself. You'll fish from the Rum River Central Regional Park downriver 5 miles to Trot Brook. This trip includes the guiding experience on an 18-foot G3 jet boat piloted by Jim Steffen himself, artificial lures and tackle, life jackets and photographs, and you and that great fish you're going to catch. A delicious dinner tops off the day, along with great conversation and some really exciting fishing stories.
And folks, this package was generously donated by Jim Steffen. And friends, there is no better time to cast away your worries than with this Rum River guided fishing trip. And again, your fishing guide, Jim, is sure to make this a relaxing day on the water for you and a friend. Again, Jim will provide the boat, the tackle, and a wonderful dinner to enjoy afterwards. This package has been another very popular item at our Hope Galas, and this item has gone for thousands of dollars as well. So bid high and bid often on this one. So Paige, what do we have for live auction package number 3?
All right, thank you, Stacy. Our live auction package number 3 is a night with the Wolves. You and 3 of your friends will enjoy tickets to an upcoming Minnesota Timberwolves game during the 2021 season. The game and date will be determined and arranged with the donor. These seats are mid-court, row F, and come with access to the TCL 612 lounge and in-seat beverage service throughout the Timberwolves app. This has been generously donated by Effective TV. You know this package would be perfect for you, Nina and Greg out there. I know you're huge basketball fans.
Yes, Nina and Greg, I hope you are ready to bid on this package. And these are the Timberwolves tickets that you do not want to miss out on tonight. Again, these are 4 fantastic seats mid-court, and it does include the access to the 612 lounge. And we should try to get around $2,000 for this package because there are 4 tickets, and Paige, you can bring the whole family.
Great event.
All right, Paige, what do we have for item number 4?
All right, package number 4 is the Big Sky Montana Getaway. Escape to the heart of Big Sky, Montana for a week's stay at a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo just steps from the mountain village. This cozy condo will serve as the perfect home base for your next Big Sky ski-cation or summer vacay. Inside this rental, you'll have a gas fireplace to keep things nice and warm, as well as a furnished balcony to sit on as you take in the views and enjoy the fresh mountain air. This gorgeous condo can sleep 8 adults comfortably. Enjoy a summer or winter activities or just relax. The condo is available from June 22nd through the 29th, September 7th through the 14th, or December 7th through December 14th of 2020. Additional dates are available in 2021. Dates will be needed to arrange with the donor. This has been donated by Big Sky Stillwater, LLC. Now, I've got some insider information before this event. It seems that this would be an ideal package for Mary and her family, or maybe Connie's friends, Beth and Dawn. And Beth and Dawn, if you win it, Connie's offering to attend.
I'm sure Connie would like that very much, Paige. So folks, with interest rates being so low right now, you could refinance the house and still have plenty of money for this Big Sky Montana package. And we're all gonna need something to regroup and relax after these next few weeks and months. And there'd be no better way than to do that by spending an entire week in this fabulous condo that again sleeps up to 8 people. And these packages tend to go for $4,000 to $5,000. So here's your guilt-free way to enjoy Big Sky, knowing that you are supporting others at the same time. Paige, what do we have for item number 5?
All right, thank you, Stacy. Live auction item number 5, backed by popular demand, is the Sheriff's Milo Firearms Simulator Experience. This experience is 60 minutes of exclusive access to the Milo. Milo stands for Multiple Interactive Learning Objective. This is their range that simulates firearms training at the Anoka County Sheriff's Office. You and 4 friends will use this state-of-the-art firearm training facility. Your instructor will walk you through skill development, basic shooting exercises. This experience will culminate in a variety of shoot or don't shoot simulations. This super exciting and action-packed package is generously donated by Sheriff James Stewart and the Anoka County Sheriff's Office. Thank you again, Sheriff Stewart. You've been a long-term supporter of Alexandra House. So thank you to you and your office for donating this awesome package. Now, if I remember correctly, Stacy's husband bought this before and had a fabulous time. Share the experience with us, Stacy.
Thanks, Paige. Yes, this is a super cool package, and I do have firsthand knowledge just how cool it is because I bought it for my husband at a previous Hope Gala. And he and his friends enjoyed it so much that they came back after their Milo experience and were talking non-stop about how much they enjoyed it. And they also shared that they had a newfound appreciation for law enforcement, having experienced these simulated exercises. So again, the winner of this package will receive the 60 minutes of exclusive access to the Milo Simulator Training Room. And again, this is for 5 people. And folks, don't worry about how much you're spending on these live auction packages because it's all going to a great cause. Okay, Paige, what do we have for item number 6?
Super exciting, Stacy. Live auction package number 6 is an experience of an iconic Rolling Stones concert. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the Rolling Stones and their no-filter tour at US Bank Stadium. Now, this concert was previously scheduled for Saturday, May 16th and has been postponed to a later date. However, when it is, you'll get your chance to see the legendary Glimmer Twins of Jagger and Richards and their band. First, enjoy dinner at either Mercury Dining Room and Rail or the Free House with a $100 gift card. And you don't have to head home after the concert, which is nice. Because the package also includes a one-night stay at the Courtyard Marriott downtown Minneapolis Hotel and breakfast the next day for 2. Seats are located in the lower level, section 119, row 4, seats 19 and 20. This package was generously donated by the Alexandra House Board of Directors, the Courtyard Marriott of Minneapolis, and Intersection Company. Take it away, Stacy.
Thank you, Paige. Folks, you can't always get what you want, but you can get this fabulous Rolling Stones concert package. And these are excellent lower level seats, as Paige had mentioned, in section 119, again, row 4. And if that weren't already enough, you also get the $100 dining gift card, plus the night stay at the Courtyard Marriott. So this package should go for at least $2,500, and this item would be a win for you, and it would be a win for those served by Alexandra House as well. Okay, Paige, this is our last and final item, number 7. What do we have for package number 7?
So package number 7, for those of you who have been waiting by your computer screens ready to get in bid on something, start with Just Chillin'. Get ready for the Minnesota summer with 2 hand-built, high-quality Adirondack chairs and a side table made out of cedar. Your backyard relaxation zone wouldn't be complete without this beautiful, rustic ice chest cooler stand. It has a clean look, and you'll be so proud. and it comes completely functional to hold all of your favorite beverages. And Stacy, there's a bonus. It's already stocked with a variety of beverages for you to enjoy your outdoor gatherings. This beautiful arrangement has been donated by Paul and Margaret Anderson, Michelle Benson, and Juniper Tree Handyman Services. This package is gorgeous. Whoever wins it, you won't be sorry, since it comes fully stocked with refreshing beverages. You know, Stacy, I think I heard that Connie mentioned that she wanted in on this one, but I've also heard that some of our Hope Gala Planning Committee members are saying they wanted it as well. We might have quite the bidding war on our hands.
We very well may, Paige. And you know, Paige, we all may have to be doing a little more chilling this spring than we had initially thought. So really, this is the perfect package for anyone. And you not only again get the set of the 2 Adirondack chairs plus the side table, but you also get the fully stocked rustic ice chest cooler that would make a great addition to any home. And with your need to isolate over the next few weeks, this package could be our hottest item of the night. So you know, it is 5 o'clock somewhere, right, Paige?
Absolutely.
Okay, folks, those are our 7 fabulous live auction package, and we encourage you to spend foolishly here tonight. Again, the live and silent auction are open until 8 o'clock p.m. tonight, and every time you bid, you are making a difference for Alexandra House. So thank you so much for participating in our live auction.
Thank you, everyone. Earlier, I talked a bit about Alexandra House and the scope of vital services Alexandra House offers to us survivors of domestic and sexual violence. You were also able to hear from survivors about the impact those services have made on their individual lives. Alexandra House is staffed with an amazing group of people that keep this mission moving forward every day. And now you'll hear from Connie Moore, the Executive Director of Alexandra House, who will share with you why the support is so critical. So it's my honor tonight to introduce and welcome Connie Moore.
Good evening. I'm Connie Moore, and I have the privilege of serving as the Executive Director. Thank you so much for joining us at our 17th annual, now virtual, Hope Gala. You know, this is quite the change from our original plans. Normally on the last Saturday in March, we'd gather together at Leopold's Mississippi Garden in our gala attire. But I am incredibly grateful that we are still able to gather even virtually tonight. So I want to thank our staff and event planning committee for their tremendous work, not only planning the event in its original format, but then pivoting to a virtual event. A lot of hard work. I know countless hours have been devoted into making our gala successful through the support of numerous volunteers and staff. So thank you, all of you. You know, I've been with the Alexandra House for nearly 30 years and in several different roles, so I can tell you firsthand that we are deeply committed to our mission and to working with our community partners to build a safer and healthier community. I can say this organization has weathered and overcome many challenges. Alexandra House has consistently expanded and evolved for nearly 43 years, frequently in partnership with others, to meet the complex and diverse needs of victim survivors in our community. Over the years, Alexandra House has worked with law enforcement, healthcare, education, government, and community-based social services, faith communities, and other nonprofit agencies to create and build partnerships to better respond to domestic and sexual violence. When victims have the support and advocacy offered by agencies like Alex House, they are more likely to access and engage with the various systems and resources in the community. The needs and challenges of victim survivors have increased and become much more complex. In response, Alexandra House and the services it offers have evolved and have become more layered. But this response takes more staff and more resources. Our goal goes beyond crisis intervention to one of working well beyond that initial intervention to ensure individuals and families are supported in achieving long-term safety and stability and more fully engaged in their communities. And finally, We focus on prevention by engaging our community through school-based education targeting youth, community education and awareness events, social media, policy initiatives, and outreach. We know that the climate right now is one of uncertainty. And we also know that domestic and sexual violence doesn't stop for COVID-19. In fact, we know that during these times of crisis, such as natural disasters, wars, and pandemics, the rates and severity of abuse escalates. So we can't stop. As crisis intervention professionals, Alexandra House acts as first responders and continues to provide support and services around the clock to survivors and their children. The state of Minnesota has determined agencies like Alexandra House are essential services, so we are not closing. Crises are never convenient, but this one comes at a time when Alexandra House was already struggling with a significant funding loss, an increasing demand for services, the lack of affordable housing in our communities. COVID-19 has presented challenges to the overall operation of not only our emergency shelter, but all of our services in the community. We are doing our best to keep everyone healthy and safe while ensuring quality services to our clients. Criminal justice systems, including corrections, healthcare providers, and schools, county services, and more, are making decisions on their level of services that directly impact the individuals and families we serve, and understandably so. Unfortunately, these changes, in many cases, place more burdens and responsibilities on nonprofit agencies like Alexandra House. We are already overwhelmed with demand for services and trying to figure out how to keep victims safe when there's no available shelter. We are dealing with staff illnesses, staff who have children without daycare, staff who may end up in quarantine, a loss of volunteers, and much more. We are all working hard to ensure the health of our staff and clients as we try to provide the best possible services under very difficult circumstances. Last year, law enforcement in Anoka County responded to over 13,500 domestic-related calls. Alexandra House provided shelter to over 450 victim survivors and their families, offering 13,654 nights of safety. But we also had to turn away nearly 500 shelter requests due to the lack of space and staff resources. Even then, we found ourselves over capacity by 6%. That meant we had families sleeping in our playroom and computer room. Due to the lack of affordable housing, individuals and families are staying in our shelter longer. Our length of stay has increased nearly 80% in the past 5 years. Last year alone, it increased by 25%. Capacity is a real issue, not only in terms of staffing, but also funding. Even still, the calls for help don't stop. It is even more difficult now as we have to hold open 2 rooms for quarantine purposes, facing the possibility that we will need to provide care and services to a survivor with COVID-19, while keeping other clients and staff safe and healthy. We are definitely in uncharted territory here. So when I say the need has never been greater, I speak from experiences and my long history, nearly 30 years with the Alexandra House. Your support tonight is critical because victim survivors need you to ensure Alexandra House has the financial resources to care for them at the worst moment in their lives. The support we raise from this event is vital to our ability to deliver comprehensive, life-saving services to victim survivors and to continue our work in partnership with others to build awareness and improve our community's response. Your presence here tonight speaks to your commitment to ensuring a safer and healthier community for everyone. I am truly grateful for your support and humbly ask that you enthusiastically support Alexandra House tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie, for sharing why this giving moment is so important this year. Folks, Alexandra House alone cannot help victims achieve a life free from violence. They need your help because the need has never been greater, and because domestic and sexual violence is a problem that we all share. But tonight, we can all be part of the solution. So tonight, right now, we can make the greatest difference as a community through our Fund a Need appeal. And every gift matters. So our goal tonight, working together, is to raise $65,000 as a community. Now, for those of you tuning in tonight who haven't made a donation to Alexandra House before, we have a very special incentive for you. If you make a gift to our Fund a Need, as a new donor, your gift will be matched dollar for dollar, up to $10,000 by the Ramsey Lions Club. And the Ramsey Lions Club has been great champions of Alexandra House for years, and we so greatly appreciate their continued support. Great news, Connie. We have already received a showing of support from some very kind donors. We've received an incredible gift of $5,000 from Roseanne and Ken.
This is awesome. Ken and Roseanne have been long-term supporters, and we are so grateful for their ongoing support. Thank you so much, Ken and Roseanne.
And Connie, Pam and Jim have made a gift of $2,500 tonight.
Pam and Jim have also been long-term supporters of Alexandra House. Thank you so much, Pam and Jim.
And Connie, we have another $2,500 donation tonight. This one is from Annette and Paul. So thank you so much, Annette and Paul. And more good news, Connie, Dave and Wendy made a Fund a Need gift. So thank you, Dave and Wendy, for your contribution of $1,200.
Thank you so much, Dave and Wendy. And I just want to point out, Dave is a former board member at Alexandra House. So thank you so much for your continued support.
And folks, now it's your turn. So on your mobile bidding page, you can click the donate button and make your donation now. Again, every new gift will be matched up to $10,000. And please know that every gift counts tonight. So make your gift right now. And thank you for rallying behind Alexandra House as a community during these challenging times. Keep those gifts coming in order to help us reach our goal of $65,000. So thank you so much again to each and every one of you for your support. And now we are almost at the moment that many of us have been waiting for, the drawing for the Pick Your Dream Vacation raffle. So in a few moments, we will announce our lucky winner. Thank you to everyone who purchased tickets for the luxury vacation package. The winner will get to pick from 4 fabulous different trip options. The first one is a tropical Cancun trip for 2. The next one is a make it your own Fairmont vacation for 2. The third option is a Napa Valley experience for 2, and that would be my personal choice. And the last one is the Kennedy Space Center experience for 4. So Paige, will you give the raffle barrel a final good spin? I'll now draw our winning ticket. And our lucky winner is Shoshana Bass. Congratulations, Shoshana Bass. and Shoshana, an Alexandra House staff member will be in contact with you to go over the details. But if you're joining us live, and I sure hope that you are, please give us a comment in the comments section on YouTube or Facebook. We'd love to know just which trip you are planning to pick. And please note, Shoshana, that because of the COVID-19, the expiration date on our vacation package has been extended through 2022.
Thank you, Stacy. Wow, that was exciting. I hope each of you enjoyed our event tonight. We truly did our best to make it a unique and fun experience for everyone. Thanks to each of you for continuing to make a difference in our community. One more reminder that the live and silent auction will be closing tonight at 8 p.m. The ability to make a fund-a-need gift will run through April 5th. Thank you again for your company tonight and, of course, your continued generosity. We look forward to seeing you in person next year at the Hope Gala, which is scheduled for Saturday, March 26th, 2021 at the fabulous Leopold, Mississippi Gardens. From all of us at Alexandra House, stay safe, keep your distance, wash your hands, and above all, let's be kind to each other, because ultimately, we're in this together. Thanks, and have a wonderful evening.